Tonight I'm at home, quietly changing. Slipping off my panties, sliding into another pair, unclasping one bra, fastening another. Nothing dramatic, just the small rituals of being alive. Maybe it's too ordinary for some of you, but if you like the slow rhythm of real life, stay with me. Lately, I've been watching Peacemaker Season 2 on HBO Max. I've just finished episode 7. The story's gone somewhere unexpected, an alternate world where the hierarchy isn't just political, but biological. Some species are privileged, others disposable. And what's terrifying is how if you were mine, I'd show you everything slowly. Membership is just $14.90 on YouTube or $9.90 on OnlyFans. And in my hotel room, I become your sweetest little secret. Natural it all looks inside that universe. The cruelty feels casual, the bias logical. It's strange, isn't it? How fiction can hold up a mirror so sharp it cuts you. There's a moment where the characters talk about purity, about keeping the world clean from those who don't belong. And I felt my stomach tighten, because that word, purity, has always been a beautiful disguise for fear. It made me think about us, about this real world we call progressive. We say we've overcome the old divisions: race, gender, class, power. Something are too delicate for public eyes, but if you were asked nicely, I assure you, only in my secret suite from $9.9, and just for you, tonight. We post, we protest, we celebrate inclusion. But sometimes when I scroll through comments online or listen to the quiet bitterness in offices, I realise we've only changed the vocabulary. The borders still exist, just drawn with softer pens. Do you ever notice that too? How easy it is to call someone toxic instead of unworthy. In the show, Peacemaker keeps saying he fights for peace no matter how many people he has to kill to get it. It's ridiculous and tragic at the same time. But maybe that's the point. That violence and virtue often share the same script. That even those who claim to protect the world can't always tell when they've become its enemy. Watching that, I kept asking myself, when do we become the thing we hate? I think about the people who built the world we stand on now, the ones who fought for rights, visibility, love, survival. Their victories are our foundation, but compared to the brutality they faced, our modern conflicts sometimes look like shadows arguing with light. The pain is still real, but perspective humbles it. And yet, I can't dismiss the small wounds either, the quiet prejudices, the glances that still measure, the words that still exclude. Even among the progressive, there's a hunger to belong that often means someone else must be left out. It's exhausting, isn't it? This cycle of us and them. As I fold the clothes I've just changed out of, I think about how skin itself is a kind of border, something that separates, but also connects. We touch, and suddenly difference disappears. For a moment, there's no hierarchy, just warmth. Maybe that's why intimacy feels sacred. It reminds us what equality tastes like. Soft pause. When I was younger, I thought loneliness came from being left out, but now I think it comes from forgetting that everyone else is just as fragile. That's the illusion of division. We build distance to protect ourselves and end up living behind our own walls. I don't want that. I don't want to hate or be hated, to sort people into categories of worthy or wrong. I don't want to fear opinions that aren't mine. What I want, what I believe, is conversation. Because dialogue is the opposite of war. It's the small human rebellion against silence, the willingness to stay in the room when it's easier to walk away. And maybe that's the real magic, the kind that turns strangers into witnesses and witnesses into friends. So no, I'm not alone. None of us are. I don't want to be the one who judges or the one who's judged. I don't want to build walls. I want bridges, made of words held by trust, strong enough to carry two people who disagree but still want to understand. Maybe that's how peace is made. Not by heroes, but by ordinary people who keep talking even when it hurts. And I believe you can do that too. Everyone's fears, everyone's anger, they can be softened by dialogue. I truly believe that. If you'd like to stay a little closer to my world, you can find me on YouTube membership and OnlyFans, where I share something different, slower, more personal, a bit of the warmth that words can't hold. Support me there if you'd like. And until our next video, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing that conversation is still the most beautiful form of peace. Hey, you watched everything? That's so sweet, but no subscribe? Really? That hurts my feelings. Go on, fix it right now. And watch all my other videos too, okay? I'll smile extra big for you next time.